I just want to go home.
Me too.
Hey, you alright?
No.
Yeah, same here. Miguel, what's your name?
Rin Timber?
Were you falsely accused for some bullshit too, Rin? I was sucked through a wormhole in deserted space and accused of being a spy for the Flanges. It's a fucking lie!
I do not want to talk about what I am in here for. Do you realize where we are going?
Some space prison? I'm guessing it'll be some high-tech deal? All about rehabilitation? I'm hoping I'll be lucky and get loose once they see I didn't do anything.
That is not what the Alpha Hole Men's Prison is. It is a place where they send people to disappear. It is on the edge of the galaxy, 70 jumps from the next inhabited world. The prison is self-contained on a giant asteroid. It has no atmosphere, no oxygen outside the sealed walls.
That's one way to prevent escape.
The worst criminals are sent here. Every inmate has a life sentence.
What?
Inmates are murdered there every month. Other crimes are even more common. Rape, torture, cannibalism. You and I will be some of the smallest, some of the weakest men there.
How do you know all this?
I spent 3 days there before my trial. My cellmate had been in Alpha Hole 40 years. He gave me an education about the prison. I observed the men he had told me about, and I know his warnings are true.
You know a lot more than me, then.
Let us help each other, Miguel. It does not matter if we do not know each other well. We are both the same, weak compared to the other aliens, vulnerable to monsters who would hurt or kill us.
Of course, yeah. You're my best friend as far as I'm concerned. Did that cellmate tell you how guys like us would be able to survive in this place? See, if we were on my planet going to the worst prison out there, I'd figure I'd have to offer my ass to the biggest fucker I can find to get some protection.
Yes. That is the only way.
Rin, if you can find protection from a guy who will take it easy on you, it won't be the worst thing in the world. Rape is terrible. Mutual arrangements don't have to be that terrible. If you work it out, try to make the guy like you, get a lot of lubricant, try to get him to go slow, you'd be surprised what the body can endure. It doesn't define you, you just have to survive.
I know. I hope for mercy. I hope someone kind will protect me.
Yeah.
But there's a monster there.
Were there any good guys? Relatively speaking?
Relatively speaking, there are some. I'll show you. They will not want to war with their rivals to get us. They will want us to appear to pick them so there is no dispute.
Then they have to be good. Good enough for us to pick them.
I told you there is a monster there. He does not care about warring over us. He wants a fight, a reason to kill. He will go after us whether or not we pick him. He will destroy us just for fun. He is the one we need protection from.
Rin wasn't kidding about how far out this prison was. It took a whole day just for us to get there, and every few minutes I felt my gut getting weird like it did when I went through the wormhole. Eventually, there was a huge bump and we landed. We spent the next half hour waiting for the ship to seal to the prison right so we could get out. You're, probably expecting a picture to appear on the right to show all this. Lo siento, man, I couldn't see anything from inside the transport. Yeah, you're gonna have to put up with some intermittent Spanish. When it's all you speak at home, it sneaks into your speech now and then.
Pay attention. On the mezzanine to the right. The larger man is Viz-Goth. Beside him is Reaver. The way he is looking at us now is to tell all the other prisoners that he wants us. He is the worst and most dangerous prisoner in here. His claiming us will mean most of the other prisoners will not make an attempt to get us. Viz-Goth is the enemy we must avoid belonging to at all costs. He is the cruelest sadist in here. Viz-Goth will torture us until he tires of us, and then he will kill us. These two have no fear of any other prisoners, and almost all the guards are terrified of Viz-Goth. Even if you and I find prisoners capable of protecting us, they may still try to get their hands on us. We must never let them find us when we are vulnerable.
Got it. They're showing the rest of the prisoners they want us, so other baddies will stay away.
The small-time baddies, yes.
But there's no way in hell we want to belong to Viz-Goth.
Correct. There is no way to give ourselves to them without being mutilated, driven insane, and eventually killed.
Is there anyone who can protect us from Viz-Goth?
Only a few. Look to the mezzanine on our left. The man with the bionic eye is Maximus. He could protect us.
What? But he's barely bigger than me.
It is not his size that makes him formidable. It is his power.
Power? Like superpowers?
Power as in he has control over many, many other inmates. He is the only prisoner who is able to provide drugs to the rest of the prison. No one knows how he gets them, and no one else is able to supply the prison. Most of the inmates, including Viz-Goth, must rely on him if they want to get high. He will cut off anyone who trifles with him or his property. Maximus's power is not just because of the drugs he supplies. Many prisoners cannot afford to buy from him, and they know he will provide them free drugs if they defend him or his property. He has become untouchable in Alpha and would be a powerful ally.
Understood. Is he an okay guy, too?
Since he is not notorious for cruelty, he must not be terrible. But all things are relative in Alpha. At least you know he does not need money, so he would not rent out his property to afford to buy items in the commissary. The fact that Maximus can stand so close to Rexillator without fear is a testament to his power. Rexillator's species is immortal. He has already served 3 of his 17 life sentences. To survive so long in Alpha would be impossible for most anyone else. Rexillator has the strength and invulnerability of a god. No one here can subdue him.
Not even Viz-Goth.
Viz-Goth has been beaten by Rexillator many times. They are sworn enemies. Rexillator does not intend to live out his remaining life sentences. He is determined to escape Alpha.
Could he really do it?
If anyone can, it is him. There are rumors he is hatching a scheme that will finally work.
And you'd think he'd take someone along with him?
I know he would.
How do you know that?
Because I believe Rexillator is kind. Once I was returning to my cell after dinner, Viz-Goth and Reaver chased me until they had me cornered. They talked about the terrible things they wanted to do to me. Not just rape. Things too terrible to even speak of. I started to scream for help.
I would too.
Just as Viz-Goth got his hand around my neck, Rexillator came. He knocked them both away from me and beat them until they ran away. Now we were alone together. I was so grateful, Miguel. I knew Rexillator might wish to rape me, but I would not make him rape me. I would give myself to him for how he had saved me from the worst monsters of Alpha. He was standing with his back to me as he caught his breath and made certain they did not return. I could have run away, but I did not. I would not. I was ready to accept whatever fate Rexillator decided for me. He turned to look back at me over his shoulder and said, "Get back to your cell, little one." Then he walked away. He is kind, Miguel. As kind as one can be in this place. Or at least he is kind to people like you and me. I do not know. Look to our right, on the same floor as us.
The little guy? What about him?
That is Xenoskar, another inmate who might protect one of us.
What? He's so tiny even I can take him.
He is often placed in chains when he is outside of his cell, but few guards want to put them on him.
So scrawny and usually bound up. How could he possibly help us?
No one can take him. He has some kind of strange power. I have not witnessed it yet.
Whoa. It must be something huge if he can survive in this place.
No one can touch him, nor can they be near him if he does not wish it. Xenoskar does not eat food. I do not know what he takes for sustenance.
Huh.
He seeks someone to partner with him, but it is not for sex. He speaks of having a willing partner.
I guess the important thing is he's not a rapist and he can protect me.
There must be some cost, Miguel. There always is.
Is there anyone else who can help us?
There is one more you should know about, and he is not a prisoner.
Huh?
He is the only guard who is not afraid of Viz-Goth.
Guard?
Verataz was formerly a prisoner. He has no life outside this prison. He involves himself with inmates in ways no guard should, but that makes him helpful to us. Verataz might make himself responsible for one of us.
What do we do when he's not working?
When he is not working, he might take us with him to his quarters in the prison.
How can he get away with that?
The rules here are adapted as they must be. Verataz is the only one who can subdue the worst prisoners. The other guards need him and will turn away when he takes liberties.
Is he nice?
Again, it is all relative here, but he is not notorious for being cruel.
So he must not be so terrible.
That's him.
Santos, Miguel, you're up.
Hello, my dear. It's Miguel, right?
Yes?
You must be very frightened to have ended up in this prison. I've read your file. You clearly don't belong here.
Yeah, I got screwed.
Why don't we work together to make sure you're not screwed any further, I'd like to be your friend.
Sounds good.
Does anyone know you're here, Miguel?
No. My planet doesn't know aliens exist.
Right. It's a pity there won't be anyone to send you money. Still, if there's something you really need, just come and see me. I'll make sure you're taken care of. I won't mince words, Miguel. Alpha Hole Prison is a tough place to survive. I've reduced the murder rate to 1 death per month through some persuasive techniques. But people are still murdered or raped here. You're, quite an attractive man. To be blunt, you're downright cute. Use those good looks to your advantage. Find yourself a protector.
You think someone would want to protect me?
Yes, Miguel, I do. Even I would value your friendship. Someone else, one of the other inmates, might grow even closer, if you get my meaning. Would you like to have me as a friend, Miguel? Just that, nothing more.
Of course.
Wonderful! Then as a friend, I'll give you a warning. Beware of Viz-Goth and his cohort Reaver. They're murderers who will kill you at the first opportunity. Don't walk the corridors alone.
Got it.
There are other, less dangerous inmates I'd prefer you avoid also. Don't get addicted to crank, the drug of choice here. It will only make you more vulnerable.
Right.
If you hear of any inmate plotting to escape, please tell me. It's for their own protection. Trying to leave this asteroid would likely cause their deaths. I'd reward a friend like you for such valuable information. Even see to your protection if need be. Xenoskar is the white-skinned inmate with black hair and black around his eyes. Don't let him touch you under any circumstances.
Why?
Those who have in the past have gone insane or committed suicide. I think you've got a good chance for an appeal. There's only one attorney who will work with the inmates of Alpha Hole Prison. See to it that you stay on his good side.
Okay, I will.
Now then, do you have any medical needs we should be aware of, Miguel?
No. I'm healthy. I'd like to stay that way. Could I share my cell with Rintimber? He doesn't seem to be a threat to me.
How inmates seem is often different than how they are. Rintimber has a notorious record. He's not to be trusted. You probably want to think that over before rooming with him. I want you to be safe, Miguel. There are so few inmates as pleasant as you here. I'd hate to lose you. The guard is waiting for you in the corridor. It was so nice meeting you, Miguel.
Yeah, likewise.
I'm taking you to processing so you can get your prison issue. Miguel, right?
Yeah.
You look like one of my kind. Except I'm the smallest of the small and you're even smaller than me. Where are you from?
Earth.
Huh. You people from Earth got any special powers?
No.
Well, that's a shame. They really shouldn't send guys like you here. This place is a little too hard for someone so, soft.
You seem to like it.
So, you've done your homework. Well, it's not that I like it. I mean, I've just been here since I was 18. It's all I've ever known.
It doesn't have to be that way. Once you were free, you could have left.
And go where? Do what? You know, I didn't really have a home to go back to. This is my home. This place ain't so bad when you're too tough to need to fear anybody. I had power as an inmate, and now I have more as a guard. And if I want, I can use that power to help someone. Maybe someone cuter than anyone to ever land here. Someone who likes really rough massages that spread out to all the nice places. You might want more when I get you all relaxed. I'm gonna like getting to know you. Ain't many Earthlings here. You're still a whole new species to us. A damn cute one, too. I'll keep my eye on you. In fact, I think I can help you out right now. Who was that cellmate you wanted?
Rin Timber, the blonde guy?
Oh, yeah. He came back, didn't he? I guess his trial didn't go all that well. Poor kid. Okay, if that's what you want, I'll make sure it happens.
That'd be great!
Sure thing, beautiful.
Hey, I tried to get us a cellmate.
We are, and I got us in cell 233.
What?
It was empty. No one is put there because it is defective. But it is our cell now, Miguel.
What the heck is this?
It is the order sheet for commissary.
I can't read that.
I will help you fill it out, Miguel.
Thanks, compadre.
You must pay for these items, Miguel.
How am I going to pay for anything?
A loved one must put funds in your prison account.
None of my loved ones even know I'm here.
You can send them a communication. I will let you use one of my credits for that.
Thanks for the offer, but my planet doesn't get calls from outer space. A different guard than Verataz brought us to our cells. Most of the new group were going into a set of empty cells, all clumped together. Rin Timber and I were the last ones waiting for a cell. It was late by then. A voice over an intercom said lights out, and all the lights in the cells went off, leaving only the light from the halls and main area. The guard brought us to a faraway corner on the second floor. Dust caked everything in the cell. No one had been here in a long time. We were locked in together and put away our issue in a locker, with a divider down the center. Rin took the top bunk without me having to ask him. I got into bed and took a deep breath. My life was the worst fucking catastrophe you could imagine. But I had to be grateful for a few things. I'm locked in a cell with Rin Timber, and safe from all the monsters, at least for now. No, things could be a lot worse. I ain't prayed to the Virgin since I was a kid, but I whisper out a Hail Mary in Spanish anyway. Then, I try to think about my next step. What are you doing, Rin?
I'm opening the vent hatch so one of us can crawl in.
You can do that?
Only in this cell. In the other cells, the vent is welded in. In this cell, they had to cut the weld and create a hatch for maintenance. I used my fingernails as a screwdriver and took off the hatch. It was easy. That's why no prisoners are ever placed in this cell.
How did you get us put here?
I convinced a guard with my body.
You slept with Verataz?
Not Verataz, a different guard. But I did not orgasm.
Where does this vent lead? Can we get out of here?
You mean into the void of space?
Then why?
Because this vent connects to all the other cells on this floor. All the prisoners who are important to us are on this level. We can use the vent to watch them, to listen to them. We will know everything they are planning and remain safe.
Okay. It's an advantage. We need as many of those as we can get.
The next count is not until morning. You go, Miguel. Look in on Viz-Goth and Reaver and see if they are plotting anything.
Right. It's tight, but I'm able to crawl in. The metal vent is on top of solid wall, so I don't have to worry about it breaking from my weight. I can slide along easily, and I don't make a sound. The first cell is lit faintly by the light from the mezzanine. No one here. I keep going. The next 3 cells have random inmates, all different aliens, including one that looks like he has the head of a wildebeest. No one's saying anything worth listening to. I keep going. Ahead of me, I see some lumps in the vent. When I get closer, I realize it's a pile of paper sachets. Then I see what cell I'm at.
Some cute guys were in intake today. Yeah, I might get into the dating game again. That old tramp's hole is getting a little boring. There was a real cute brown-haired guy. Small, built. Just my type. Looked clean, too. I don't want to get with a junkie. Yeah, I got my eye on him. We'll see if Rex or Vera is hot for him. I can't have no tension started between us. I got a business to run. Fuck Viz-Goth. And fuck Xeno, too. They can't chop down every fucking new piece of meat that walks into this place. If the guy looks sick, if he was on his way out anyway, yeah, fine. Go ahead and eat the dumb fuck. But this guy looked fresh, clean, got a glimmer of intelligence in his eyes. You can't waste someone like that. Too many lonely fuckers here. I'm too old for that shit. If he's going to fight me or cry into the pillow, forget it. I don't need the headache. An arrangement's got to be peaceable. It's not just the sex, it's about having some fucking companionship in this shithole. Right, yeah. I'm the richest fucker in the place. Ain't I worthy of some fine tale? Yeah, like a wife. It's not like I'll ever see the light of day again. It's got to be mutual. Who gives a fuck? I'm probably dreaming anyway. Rex is one lonely fucker. I can't compete if he wants him. He's too important to the operation. Gotta keep the peace. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm sure Verataz already sized him up during intake. He's been horny ever since Kai got released. No, I said won't compete. I don't want the headache. I need things here nice and calm, running smooth. No unwilling bitches, no rivalries. Listen, you. I got a lot to offer. And ain't no one going to touch him if I claim the guy. No, not even Viz-Goth. You can't go a day without his fucking crank. I rule this place. You know that. Yeah, but I'm all alone. Rexillator's great for business, but His Holiness ain't no kind of friend. Maybe things will turn around with this hot son of a bitch who showed up. We'll see. I'll keep you updated, you nosy fuck. You make sure to deliver my shit on time. Right. Sounds good. Night.
I think over everything I just heard, Maximus isn't plotting to do something terrible to me. He's looking for something mutual. Could that be my best case scenario? Hearing this took away a lot of the tension in my shoulders. I feel like there's at least one powerful guy here who I don't have to be afraid of. I continue along, passing more cells with prisoners I'm not interested in. Then I see someone I remember from Rin Timber's introductions.
I know you're there, Earthling. I can sense you. I can smell you. You should have known better than to think you could spy on a god.
I was just checking to see if this vent led out of here.